So my topic is joining the military out of high school. So by joining the military out of high school, not only do you get some great benefits, but you also get to know that you achieved and committed to something truly bigger than yourself. You earned a spot in the 1% of the population that gets to call themselves a veteran, and that's, something pretty special. So when you get out of school and you're stuck and you don't know what to do, so why don't you join a team that will teach you structure, discipline, set you up for the rest of your life, and show you the world just to top it off. So, of course, joining has some downsides. Everybody knows that. So let's just get some of them out of the way. So, when you join, you sign a contract. You sign yourself over to the government, whatever that means. You belong to them. That's what it is. So it's one of the downsides of it. And also, you have a 3-to-1 ratio of home to deployment. So you're going to spend some time away from family, from home, from the United States probably. So, say you spend 6 months deployed, you will spend 18 months home. That's the average, the statistics they put out. Of course, it's hazardous. There's some things, whether you work on the flight deck, whether you do anything, there's hazards to every job that you do. But there's always a little bit more when you're in the military. You don't really have very much control over what really happens to you. I mean, you get a little say, but for typically you kind of just have to roll with it, which is that. And everyone sees the movies, the yelling and stuff like that. That's a little overdone. It's not really quite that bad, but yeah, there is a little bit of people are pretty firm, but you get used to it. So if you can't make it in college after high school or a profession, that really should be your goal. But if those just aren't geared for you, you can't go to school, you don't have the money, you don't have the funding, you don't have the resources, something, or you didn't get into a good profession and you're just kind of stuck. This is geared where it could be amazing for you, or whether you're just feel yourself a patriot and you just want to serve. That could be it also. It could be great. It could be really great for you. So the big thing, let's start off with college. Right now I'm getting paid to go to this class right now to do this. So that's pretty sweet. So they actually pay you to get out of school, and they pay you monthly to go to school, and they pay for your school, which is pretty cool. I mean, you earned it and you paid for it, but they definitely return you on the back end. And while you're still in active duty, they will actually pay for your classes also. So they'll just pay for it. You don't get paid in pocket, but they still pay you. Um, Also, if you just really want to go to school and you want to get your degree first, but you still want to join, so there's some things that you can do. You could go to a military academy, which those are kind of hard to get into, but they're very prestigious, and it is very good to come out of one of those. But if you can't do that, you can get your degree, and you can start off. As soon as you get out of there, you can become an officer, and starting base pay for those guys is 3 grand a month. It's brand new out of school. So that's not including food, that's not including housing, that's just your money. And plus, housing and food and all those other allowances that come with it tend to add up quite a bit, especially if you're an officer. Plus, it's pretty good to be an officer. They live pretty well. So some other benefits. So a low interest VA loan is another thing a lot of guys do. Right now the average is 4.1%, which is pretty low for a 30-year fixed mortgage. So that's pretty low. They give it to you a lot of times. They are no money down too. So that is a good thing for a loan. I use the VA to get my job currently that I'm in now. I work at Pratt & Whitney, which makes aircraft engines, and just through inputting my name through the VA, they just shot me an email saying, hey, you might want to apply here. So that helps. Also, if you get hurt, I mentioned that the military was hazardous. They have to pay you disabilities. So say something happens where a jack crushes your hand, or you break your hand or something like that. They have to pay you the rest of your life for that, for your compensation, what happened to you while on service. So that's good that they kind of reimburse you for it. They also do plenty of things for veterans too, like there's also fishing groups and stuff on the weekends, and they just get together, give you discounts on tickets for sporting events, all kinds of things, free tickets. So yeah, so those are some of the benefits. But another thing is you get to join a brotherhood and a sisterhood. Like this is you will become so close to all these people. Like it is amazing how close you can get and how they're family to you always. So you meet these large groups of people. You like will be with forever. Like I talked to several members that I served with, and maybe I only spent a year with them, 2 years with them, and I still talk to them on a monthly basis. Meanwhile, from back home in Michigan, from before I joined, I probably only talked to two of those people, like two of those guys besides family. It's a bond you'll never be able to replace. It's absolutely amazing. So one thing too is, like, what else would you be doing if college and a profession weren't really in your cards? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're probably just sitting around, not really doing that much, taking out, or you take some student loans out. You're not even finishing it. The average right now for a graduate for the student loans is $29,400. That's a lot of money to owe and be looking for a job. So that's a lot. So a lot of us are from small towns and stuff like that, not really much going on. So you kind of want to get out. You kind of want to do this. Like, I think about what I would be doing. Maybe running a construction crew right now. Like, nothing. I look at myself now, like going to school, have all this job training, have all this life experience already. I'm already ahead of the game. It really helped me just grow up, really. And it really helps a lot of guys. I see a lot of guys 18, 19 years old, and they just get out of high school and they just turn into women, turn into men. It grows them up. They really get a good head on their shoulders, and it's just good to go. Like, I was 19 and I was moving all over. I moved to Florida, I moved to Oklahoma. I was all over the place when I was 19, and it just really got me going, gave me a steady paycheck. I was setting goals for myself. It was good. I was feeling proud. So it gives you a job, it gets you started too. And even when you're done, the veteran unemployment rate is lower than the civilian unemployment rate. The veteran unemployment rate is 3.5. The civilian is 4.3. So you come out, you have a good foundation, you get a good head start, and they just get you going. So there's the 5 points: college, benefits, brotherhood, sisterhood. You grow up, and really, what else would you be doing if those other things aren't in your cards? So when you get out of school and you're stuck and you don't know what to do, why not join a team that teaches you structure, discipline, and sets you up for the rest of your life? And plus, they show you the world. I've been all over the world: Dubai, Bahrain, Singapore, Europe. I've been all over the United States. It's awesome. I took the risk, became a man, seen the world, and filled with so many great memories. And I can honestly say it's the best decision I've ever made.